there, are you ready for a serious beauty fan for the most dazzling show of the season? Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of beauty, glamour, and inspiration. From the hottest product to the most incredible transformation, I welcome you to Beauty GH Show. My name is Diana Maya Atta, and I'm your host for today. This show is to inform you, educate you, and entertain you. I love the entertainment part. We've all heard cosmetology. Cosmetology is beautifying and enhancing the appearance of your hair, your skin, and then your nails. It is very, very important. On today's show, we are on special effect. Yes, special effect. Have you wondered how they make or create these beautiful, stunning looks in movie and then on stage? The tools they use, the materials, and then the techniques is what we are coming to learn. But today, before I introduce my guest, let's say a big thanks to our sponsors. We have GH Cosmetology School, where they say train, practice, and achieve.
Welcome to GH Schools, your #1 training institute that offers practical-based tuition in media and a variety of skill acquisition-related areas. At GH Media School, we offer journalism and media studies, journalism and media arts, TV and film production, and multimedia production. Also, you are assured of the best beauty training with GH Cosmetology School. We offer training in massage and body therapy, makeup artistry, hair technology, pedicure and manicure, and eye enhancement. Realize your dream of becoming an astute fashion designer with GH Fashion School. Here, we offer training in bridal wear, suits, ladies and men's wear, children's wear, and millinery. Do you have the interest of preparing sumptuous and tasty foods that meets local and international standards? Then, GH Catering School is the best place for you. We offer training in cookery, pastry and beverage production, events decoration, and hotel management. Be abreast with the current technological trends as you train with GH Technology School. We offer computer systems, hardware and software, CCTV installation, home security, and many more. GH Schools makes available well-equipped studios and workstations to give our learners the practical and industrial standard experience during tuition. Hostel facilities are also available. Instant admission is in progress. Register now. Locate us at Achimota Abofu Junction, opposite the Shell filling station. GH Schools. Train, practice, achieve.
Welcome back from the quick commercial break. Beauty GH, where beauty is explored. I have here with me Mr. Nathaniel Ameuga, popularly known as Kruz K. Welcome, Kruz K.
Thank you.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I've been seeing your posts, your acts, work, everything on the media. You are doing great.
Thank you very much.
All right. So today we are talking about special effect. Before I will, you will dive into that, I want to know what inspired you to specialize in special effect.
Yeah. With the inspiration, I would say it's a lot, but
tell us a few.
Okay. I would say everything started when. And I'm sure I've said this a couple of times.
Okay.
It started when I was back in GH Media. I'm actually a past student.
Past student
yes.
of GH Media School.
Yes.
Wow.
I think we were among we were the fifth batch, fifth or fourth, one of them. Fifth.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
great.
it was through that I came to do acting. I was so much in love with acting and all that. Yeah. But
do you still do it?
You know, it's there. It's a gift. So
It's a gift.
once we go on set, you know, as a crew, most of the time they're like, "Oh, we need actors. We need," and
You can-
they'll
you
be
can
like,
show
"Oh, can you
something."
do this? Can you?" Yeah,
Okay.
obviously, we do 1 or 2 scenes.
Okay.
And, yeah. So we started when I came to school to do acting.
Okay.
And yeah, I went to class one day to learn. I think we were doing an acting class, and the directing lecturer was like, he was doing a little on Halloween makeup. I was like, this thing is nice. Yeah, I think
So
I
you
like
felt
it.
something.
You know,
No,
that
you
connection.
can do
There was
it.
some connection, yeah. So I went to the hostel and I had to use the school Wi-Fi. It was our
Okay.
batch they bought.
So you did a lot of
SRC Wi-Fi.
research.
Yes. So the Wi-Fi SRC is using.
Okay.
It was our batch that they bought Wi-Fi.
Wow.
So yeah. So I started using the school Wi-Fi
Okay.
at night while everyone is asleep. And I tend to do research, watch more videos on what this thing called special effect is. So through that, yeah. And we
Here you are.
today.
you are really doing well.
Yeah,
you are
thank you.
really doing well. So let's talk about the types of, especially bruises.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of work. You are doing amazing.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the types of bruises. I know we have the flesh, the healing one, and then the old one.
Yeah.
So how do you do it?
Yeah, so when you talk of bruises, basically when you say types, it's more like you're kinda, I don't know, but the right word to use is we have stages of bruising.
You have stages.
It's called
Okay,
stages of
stages,
bruising.
okay.
Yes. Do you understand? So when usually the thing happens fresh. So when we talk of bruises itself, we say bruises happens when the capillary breaks. So capillaries, in simple terms, is the least among the blood vessel types.
Okay.
We have the capillaries, we have the veins, and we have the arteries.
Okay.
Now the capillaries.
Today we are learning science.
Yeah, this is science. So the capillaries are actually the least among the blood vessel type, and they are
Okay.
found right under the skin. Are we okay? Which is, let me say, the hypodermis.
Okay.
So when it breaks and the blood settles under the epidermis, now we have the layers of the skin. We have
Skin.
the epidermis, we have the dermis, and we have the hypodermis.
That is
so when
three.
that's three. So when the blood settles under the epidermis, which is the very first layer,
Okay.
that's the effect you see on the skin, which we call bruises.
Wow.
Yes. So
And how do you achieve all of this, make it so real? Because you can look at this. No, this is not effect. This is not effect.
Yeah.
So we want to know more.
yeah, so getting to make it real is what I'm trying to tell you, because
Okay.
if you know the details, you get the details right, which is knowing your colors, the colors we use in there,
Okay.
and knowing the stages of the bruising,
Okay.
it tends to give you the knowledge and gives you that, let me say, confidence, or let's say the skill. So when you do
skill.
it, it looks very real and very, very realistic. Do you understand? So when we talk of the stages, we have the very first incident, which is from the very first minute to, let's say, an hour or two.
Okay.
It looks reddish.
Okay.
Because we are assuming that when
It
the
just
blood breaks,
happened.
yes,
Okay.
when you cut yourself and the blood comes out, because of it having a lot of plasma in there, plasma actually gives you the color of your blood.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So when there's a lot of plasma in there, it gives you that reddish feel. But once air blows or is introduced to oxygen, like
For a while.
it starts losing the plasma, so it darkens. So that's basically the whole theory and ideology we have under the skin.
The techniques.
So yes, the
Wow.
very first incident, from the very first minute to like an hour or two, it looks reddish. So
Okay.
now the second stage, now there's a color introduced in there, which is dark brown. So
Dark
now
brown,
we
okay.
assume that the blood is drying under the
Dried.
skin. Do you understand? So it's changing color, it's discoloring,
Okay.
right? So we start introducing the dark blue or purple. Are we okay?
Okay.
Basically, all these colors are found in the blood. So
All
they-
these
yes,
colors,
they are found in
okay.
the blood. So getting to the third stage, we introduce what we call the pale green. So when you see, mostly this happen in very, very light skinned people. To see all
Okay.
these various colors, it happens in like very light skinned people. So you tend to see like some pale green start
The
coming around it.
green.
Yes. So usually that happens between, let's say, the fourth day to like the seventh day thereabouts. Are we okay? Now the very last stage is when we start introducing, like, it start dying off, then it
Okay.
turns into brown. Are we okay? Then
Okay.
it vanishes.
Okay.
People, I've seen a couple of people doing adverts about bruises being treated and all that. I don't think that is true. Bruises
Really?
actually dies on its own. The skin, the tissue grow to cover them, and that's
All right.
yeah.
So how do you choose the colors?
You don't choose the colors. These are colors that are already made, and these
Okay.
are colors I told you.
Maybe you have a specific brand that you normally go for.
Okay, when you say brand, that's products. Yes, so every brand has its products. We have Cryoline that produces special effect items.
Okay.
We have Meron that also produces.
So they are. Can we see some here?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think this is how the. So this is how the bruise palette looks like.
Okay.
Are we okay?
Okay.
So it's, some people call it bruise or abrasion wheel. Others call it bruise or abrasion palette.
So you use all of this to create.
Yes. So like I was
This
saying, we have these colors,
Okay.
right? We have the red, we have the purple, we have the dark blue, we have the brown, and then we have the yellow. Are we
Okay.
okay? Now the yellow in here is actually used to create basic abrasion. When we say abrasion, abrasion means a scrape of the skin against a hard
Okay.
surface.
Okay.
It's one of the least among the wound type. We have types of wounds.
Okay.
Let's not go into
We have a lot to learn.
We have a lot to learn, yes.
Wow.
So
And this-
basically-
I can feel the signs.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you guys are learning a lot.
We
Because
need to learn.
I used to think that it's just okay, mixing something and then you are creating it.
no.
But you are taking me deeper.
Yeah.
That means a lot goes into it.
Because you are dealing with a human body.
Okay.
And you need basic anatomy, human anatomy. Do you understand? You need to know about the bone structure.
Everything.
You need to know about the, the tissues, the
Okay.
nervous system.
Okay.
Because you are creating these things.
All right.
So if you don't know the blood vessel types, how do you even know the amount of blood to put when you are creating an injury?
Okay.
So basically, these
You
are
need
some of the
to- you
things,
need
the
to
reasons
learn.
you need to
Okay,
learn.
so let's continue with it.
Yeah, so
With that.
with the colors, you can see the red in here. Like I
Yes,
told you,
it's
the very
almost
first,
finished.
It's almost finished. Yeah, because we are working every day.
Yeah, wow.
So the red, like I said, happens. We use it for the very fresh incidents.
Okay.
So when we said it looks reddish, so that's when you tend to use the red.
Red.
Are we okay? So
Okay.
if, for example, a fair lady or someone is giving a hot slap,
Wow.
do you understand? You see that reddish thing that appears on the skin.
Okay.
That's it. So that's the very first stage.
First stage.
So imagine that, leaving that bruise for like, let's say an hour or two, it starts changing to purple or the dark blue. Are we okay? Then we have the next one, which is the pale green, and then the last stage, which is like the brown. Now, bruises, the maximum weeks or let's say days that bruises should last is like 14 days or 2 weeks, right? Depending on let me say the trauma, right? Some can last more than that. So let's say if it's a slap, that bruise might not last as long as if it's like a blow. Do you understand? Or maybe like a car crash or like a very severe hit or something. Are we okay?
So how do you create the blood? Because it looks very real.
Yes, we do create blood, but with special effects, basically everything is made. They made the blood is already made.
Is it human blood?
No, it's not human blood.
It's
Don't
not
be
human
scared.
blood because
Yeah.
I'm very scared.
No, don't be. Let me
Okay.
tell you a very sweet and nice story.
We
Story
want to
that
hear.
people don't even believe me when I say it.
Wow, I
Yeah.
will believe you.
Do you know I'm blood phobia? I have blood phobia. I don't like to see blood, real blood.
But you are doing it.
The question everybody asks. Yeah.
So how do you do it? Or
So,
is
yes.
it a gift?
I would say it's passion.
It's
Do you understand?
passion. Okay.
With the gifts, when we talk of gifts, I would say is an art gift.
Okay.
Right?
Art,
But I
okay.
only channeled that art gift into what we call the special effects.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't like to see blood. I hate to see dead bodies as well.
Like
I'm,
me.
I'm very scared of stuff.
That's why I didn't pursue in nursing because I can't do it.
Yes, but I think doing research and reading and learning more about these things,
Okay.
I got to know that, okay, now this is fake blood. So I am using it. So now if I see real incidents, I freak out. I sometimes get like chills in my leg. I
Wow.
barely stand. Yes. So that is how bad it is.
It is.
So I remember when I started special effects, and my cousins were, because my mom was not on social media.
Okay.
My cousins were telling her about the fact that, hey, now I'm doing special effects,
I'm
and
doing
you
this,
know,
I'm doing
I'm
this.
working with celebrities. The love. She was
Hey.
like, because she knows
Celeb.
I don't like these things.
Okay.
But if I'm even watching a horror film or like this scary stuff, I would have to cover my face. So she didn't believe until she saw me do it.
Doing it.
You understand?
At least you have the passion for it.
Yeah.
Wow. We would love to know the challenges you face, the skin, if the skin is sensitive and all of that. But before that, let's go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to GH Schools, your number one training institute that offers practical-based tuition in media and a variety of skill acquisition-related areas. At GH Media School, we offer journalism and media studies, journalism and media arts, TV and film production, and multimedia production. Also, you are assured of the best beauty training with GH Cosmetology School. We offer training in massage and body therapy, makeup artistry, hair technology, pedicure and manicure, and eye enhancement. Realize your dream of becoming an astute fashion designer with GH Fashion School. Here, we offer training in bridal wear, suits, ladies and men's wear, children's wear, and millinery. Do you have the interest of preparing sumptuous and tasty foods that meets local and international standards? Then, GH Catering School is the best place for you. We offer training in cookery, pastry and beverage production, events decoration, and hotel management. Be abreast with the current technological trends as you train with GH Technology School. We offer computer systems, hardware and software, CCTV installation, home security, and many more. GH Schools makes available well-equipped studios and workstations to give our learners the practical and industrial standard experience during tuition. Hostel facilities are also available. Instant admission is in progress. Register now. Locate us at Achimota Abofu Junction, opposite the Shell filling station. GH Schools. Train, practice, achieve.
We are back again. The show is getting more interesting and I'm learning a lot. He is taking us back to science. And so science that today we are learning it. Yeah, so let's continue with when we are working with sensitive skin. How do you do it?
Yeah, so talking about the sensitive skin and let's say the challenges that we face. One major challenge we face in special effects in Ghana, or let's say Africa as a whole, is availability of materials.
Okay,
yes.
The availability of materials.
Exactly. Because these things, getting them is very, very, very scarce.
Okay.
Right? You now have to place order from UK, China, America.
So you place order for...
Yes.
I would call it just special effect.
You think it's just... You see, that's what I'm saying. The light is not given to special effect makeup. Meanwhile, special effect makeup is a lot. It's not just about the bloody stuff we see.
The things we see.
Do you understand? When an actor is supposed to sweat at a point where he or she is not sweating,
you need to create it.
Exactly. When an actor is supposed to cry at some point that some people don't even know how to cry, you would have to make sure you do like the tears or something.
So all this, some of the tears are fake.
Yes, all these are special effects.
Special
to make someone look sick. All this is not just about the old doing a female to male transformation, beard, all those things are special effects.
Special effect.
So it's not just
there is a lot
yes.
in it.
So the major
Okay.
challenge is availability of materials.
Okay.
Which is I'm saying I see it as is hindering a lot of people from even venturing into this space.
Okay.
Right?
Is it only here in Ghana?
No, that's why I said it's even, let's say, a general problem in Africa as a whole.
Okay.
But I think now Nigerians are trying to do like some pickup. They're picking up.
They are really doing well.
There are some shops nowadays. Even I've seen a couple of shops in
selling
Nigeria.
Some of the materials.
They are doing at least not everything, but
you can get
basic materials.
80%.
Not really 80%.
So you take me there. So let's talk about some of the materials. Can you name some of them? What do you use, especially when you're doing the intersan? How do you do it?
So most of the time, we create them. You know, we have products like the silicone. You know, we have the fake blood. We have like liquid latex. We have the bruise wheel. We have other things, spirit gum, the likes of powder. Yes. So a lot. Are we okay? So now when we are using all these things are made for the skin. So when you are working on sensitive skin, sometimes we tend to do makeup tests. Are we okay?
You do makeup tests.
Yes. So we try to apply them and see how it works on a person's skin. Yes. Are we okay?
Yeah.
If there is a reaction, we have alternatives. We have different ways. I can have other products I'll use to achieve bruises, which might not be necessarily bruise palette. But we've not had instances where we've used products like this and they've really reacted. The only reaction sometimes we might get is maybe some of them are having harsh smells. So people with asthma and all that tend to react to it. But when it comes to the skin, we barely have like issues when we are using these products. Sometimes when you are improvising, like I said, in Ghana here, because we don't have the materials, we tend to improvise by using some basic things we can find at home, like creating the blood which you wanted, you asked earlier. We use what we call food color and probably honey. When we mix it together, it gives us like some beautiful blood right there. Are we okay? Yeah. So when you tend to do the improvisational method, that's when usually the reaction comes in because you don't know how this product might react to. Yeah. So these are some of the challenges and how we work on delicate skin.
That's so beautiful. Assuming you are having the bruises here on my skin.
Yeah.
How do you take it off without damaging the skin?
Oh yeah. So we have removers. We have makeup remover that we use in taking off our prosthetic.
Does it have side effect?
No, it does not have side effects. Like I said earlier, these are made for the skin. Like the way normal makeup.
You do makeup. But no, some of the makeups gives blemishes and all of that on the skin.
Yeah, okay. So now that comes to brand. Now
the
kind of brand you choose is what is going to give you such. But with special effect, we don't have more companies that produce, like very few companies, and these companies are like top notch. Are we okay?
You trust them?
Oh yeah, it's not like we trust them, but
their product is good. All right, they are doing well. Yeah. I've seen a lot here, and I think you use all of this for your special effects.
Yeah, depending on what you're doing. All of these are not.
So if I want to look old. What are you going to use here? Some of the things here.
Yeah, so we are going to use what we call liquid latex. That's what we use in creating like the wrinkles on your face. And then we use like the paints. So we have a white paint and we have the gray paints that we put in your hair. And, you know, we can add like some tooth wax on your teeth to change the color of your teeth and all that. Yeah.
Wow, I thought they used charcoal.
Oh, no.
that is for the old ones.
Yeah, you know.
So now we are making it. Yes, we are learning a lot to make it very beautiful and all of that. Wow. So we want you to demonstrate some of the bruises so we can all clearly see that no, this is how we do it, and these are some of the tools we use, the materials or anything that we need. So yes, my director will help us with your. I have seen your beautiful model here.
Okay.
And she will join us very soon to have this demonstration.
Okay.
Okay, so this is spirit.
Yeah, this is more like a cleaning agent.
Okay.
Once you're doing anything makeup, the best thing you need to do, or the very first step, is make sure you clean your working area.
Okay.
I am more particular about it. If any other person wouldn't consider that, with special effects, these are made from very harsh like chemicals.
Okay.
So you wouldn't want to risk your client's skin by
Okay.
damaging
Like
them.
beautiful skin
You
like
know,
this.
for all you know, she's going to apply some products made from failed science students. People who failed, they fail integrated science, not even chemistry, but they are out here doing organic soap for us to use. So for all you know, she has gone to use some. We have to make sure the working area is very clean.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you clean it.
So are we doing the fresh one or the healing or the old one?
So basically, I'm just gonna choose like a general theme, which is more like domestic violence. She suffered. She's a domestic violence victim. Her boyfriend or husband has been giving her like some punches in the house. Yeah.
This is what we are not expecting on Vows Day.
Yes. Please, so nobody should go and beat anybody. All right, so now we have my applicator, let's say a brush.
Okay.
And then my bruise palette. So I'm going with my red.
Okay.
Then I go onto my area like that. And now when we are talking of bruises, we have likely affected areas. So like the protruding areas, the areas that are likely affected. So like the nose region, the cheekbone area, the lip, the chin. Are we okay? So the forehead, these are likely affected.
Okay.
But now when you are giving specific, okay, she was given a blow in the eye.
Okay.
Now you go to the eye area. But you're giving a general theme, go in for the places that are likely affected now. Those are protruded areas. Are we okay? So now I'm going like that, and then I'm going to blend.
Okay.
So we need to blend into the skin.
So is Kruz K on the social media?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Kruz_K.
_K.
Then you add the makeup to it. So Kruz K makeup.
Kruz K makeup.
Yes.
So how long have you been working GH school?
Okay, so I would say this is my 4th year.
4th year.
Yes.
Okay.
Working with GH schools. So I started off after school. I started off as a teaching assistant.
Okay.
And later became a lecturer.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. So that's
you are really doing well.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So can you give your number if, let's say, some of our audience want to have you
on
their set?
So you can reach me on 05344
05344
633
25.
Yeah.
Sweet number.
Yeah, very sweet.
Like you.
You're making me blush.
Oh. All right, so we can see the transformation.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So now when we go in with the red, now you see this is when we say the very first incident. Or the first stage. This is how it looks like. Do you understand? Wow. It looks reddish. Now when we start introducing the dark blue, now see how it transforms. Right?
Let's say for some hours.
Yes, exactly. Or even days.
Okay.
Then it start looking darker. Are we okay? Now this is how it start looking. Right? Hope you're comfortable. Exactly. So most of the time when you're working on your clients, sometimes you need to ask them if they're okay. You know, some people are shy.
Okay.
They might tend not to tell you what they are going through, and
maybe they are feeling uncomfortable.
Exactly. So you need to ask them,
communicate with them.
Great.
Wow.
So
there is a lot in this.
Oh yes, it's a lot.
Wow.
Pretty much a lot.
That is why we have Beauty GH, where beauty is explored. So we are learning a lot, and I'm enjoying the show. I didn't even know this is going to take me back to science class.
So now you know.
Yes.
So like I'm saying, people don't know the essence of special effects,
Wow.
right?
Hmm.
So now you see how it's looking,
Wow.
right? Yeah. And that is
It's
because
really real.
Mhm. So if that's what I'm saying, if you take your details right, if you get it right, it looks real automatically. Are we okay? So if you know
Okay.
how to put the colors and where they're supposed to be at what point, we are good to go.
So aside that, what makes you very unique from other artists?
Very unique.
Yes.
Mine is my
Your
passion.
creativity.
The creativity comes, but the passion.
The passion.
You can be creative, but can you sustain,
the work?
Yes. Because for me, people will be like, oh, Kruz, I've seen your work. I want to be like you. My students, most of the time in class, they'll be like, hey, say, how did you do it? I want to be like you. And I always ask them, can you stay up nights? Can you do the sleepless nights? Can you go hungry?
That means you don't sleep.
Yes. Behind the scenes, the sleepless nights, the hunger, all those, that makes me unique.
Wow.
I tend to sacrifice a lot because I know what I want and I know where I want to get to.
Wow.
Yes.
So very soon you will see you globally.
Oh yeah. Yeah. By the
So
grace
have you
of
been
God.
travel?
Oh yeah.
Do you go to places?
I do a lot of travels. I think my last trip was to Burkina Faso.
Okay.
We went to do a simulation for IOM, International Organization for Migration.
Okay.
Yes, which is under UN actually. And we went to do like a simulation where how people run into their country to seek refuge.
Okay.
And they run from war zones. So we do people like who are injured and then they are being attended to by the ambulance system and then NADMO giving them shelter before they are taken to the...
That means you have a team.
Yes.
Wow.
So now we have this nicely. And to top it up and make everything look beautiful, so now let's try to create like some scratches on the body.
Okay.
So these are some of the details I pay attention to. Regardless, I'm trying to work on the face area. I might want to give you some realism as in how some of the things might come up.
Okay.
The way I picture it is not maybe how someone will picture it.
That makes you unique.
Exactly. So now I'm trying to create like some scratches on the body. So that shows you how intense the beating was. Are we okay? Now when we finish with this, I'm just going to top it up with my blood. And let's see how this transforms into. Sorry, it's a little uncomfortable. Right? Are we okay? So you see how it looks. Okay.
So what happens to you?
So you see, very beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
Yes.
This is creativity. Okay, thank you for coming. Here is where time will permit us to end today's show. Don't forget this program was sponsored by GH Cosmetology School, where they say train, practice, and achieve. We had our special effect tips, and I know you've learned something. Me, myself, I've learned a lot. So if you want to master in this, and then you have to be shako to learn a lot as Kruz K. You can follow Kruz K on all the social media platform. Kruz K Makeup, yes. And a big shout out goes to my production members, and then especially my producer who beats me. She's so amazing. I love her so much. My name is Diana Maya.